Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode of Let's Build StoneGate. Now, in last episode, we done the cranes and, well, a crane and the boat, so how the boats get made and get put into the harbour. I fashioned it a bit more here, just put in a bit more different type of sail since it's off center. I kind of made it a slanted sail, and of course it's not finished. It's like not gonna be actually. You know, it's not going to look perfect. Now, 1 second here, I'm going to make my chat a bit smaller because we've got quite a few people on today. Well, there've been people on and off all day. So this episode's basically what we want to do with the main gate. As you don't know, I'm going to make, this is going to be a sort of like little, I can't really think of the word. It's kind of like a little stream type thing. So we're going to fill this up with water. Now, I'm going to try something with world edit, so it's sped up a bit. Want to... Alright, I'm going to test it here. Slash set water. Right, okay. Slash undo. Right, okay. We're going to have to kind of... It's going to be hard because unless we make it one high, which I think, you know what, we're going to do that. We're going to make it one high. Maybe actually, we'll leave it a bit of a drop. We'll fill it up with water, in fact. Because I don't want to muck it up with world edit, and it'll be much easier just to fill it up, like, just properly just fill it up. Even though it's one high, it's still a bit of a, you know, pain in the ass to cross it if you're attacking, I suppose you could say. It's just, you know, it's just a pain, honestly. Like, I wouldn't want to have to cross over water and, you know, get slowed down. Because we're trying to make it a bit more, you know, realistic. And, yeah, okay. It doesn't really need to be that, you know, high anyway, honestly. Because if their own people or, like, the resources fall in the water, it'll be a pain in the ass for them to even take it out. So, okay, this is taking a lot quicker than I thought. Okay. So we've got the little stream here. We're going to tidy it up, in fact, because what I'm thinking is that we get stone brick, wherever it is. Now, we've got cracked. We'll kind of... Okay, I got a better idea. We're going to kind of put, like, along the side, so there's not kind of like a landslide. So we're going to get all the 9809. Okay. So we're going to use world edit for the quickness of it. Slash set 98 colon 0 and 98 colon 1 98 colon 2. I think that's it. Okay, no, that's not it. What's it? What is it again? Oh no, we're trying to comma. What do I do again? Is it even the right blocks? I don't even think it's the right. It is the right blocks. Right, okay, I'll do it again because I think there might be something wrong with it. Am I lagging? Is world edit /1? No, /1. First position set /set 98 colon 0 98 colon 1. Oh no, colon 1. 98 colon 2. There we go. Okay, I must have just been typing it wrong. Alright, and now we're going to fill up ourselves. So we're going to get rid of all this because we're not going to need this in the time being. And we'll kind of, you know, change it about so it's a bit old and stuff like that. And for here, we're just kind of going to need to, we'll just put one there, for example. And then kind of, you know, change it about every once in a while. Because this is quite annoying. In fact, we're going to do this first. And then that there, and okay, right. We're gonna just for quickness. So it's just so like because it's gonna be hard for me to manually put it there, and you know, make it a bit different. So just doing this, it'll change it around a bit more. And there. So what I'm gonna do here is make kind of a drain, but we're gonna do this along the sides first, just so there's a bit of a lining. All the way round. Get here. Do that. Right, okay, and these longer. I'm just glad I put more of these longer stretches because I was gonna complicate it and put tons of these, of like dents and stuff like that. But I realized I'm gonna what I was going to do before, so that just saved us a bunch of time. So this is quite boring for you guys, but what was even more boring is getting this shape of this river, which was really annoying to do, to constantly do it. And what we're going to do is come along the side again, so it kind of links up a bit more. It's actually hurting my finger to constantly do this. And the server's getting a bit of lag because there's so many people on today, and it's pretty good. I like how when people are on. I've not been active the past few days on YouTube either. Literally, I said in one of my last videos is that this weekend it's going to be a bit more organised, and it turns out it wasn't. And I don't get told anything what's going to be happening at the weekend anymore. Because I'm at that age where I think I'm not allowed to. I should be allowed to stay by myself at home, because it's like in another town. I'm allowed to stay by myself for all day or something like that. But I mean, we say my mum and that are away for the whole weekend, and I can understand in a way, but at the same time I can't. It's because if something did happen to the house, or a fire started, and the police asked, how old am I, and my parents were on their way home, and I go 14, they're gonna be like, whoa, they're gonna be in trouble, and then my mum and that would be in trouble, and don't really want that, do we? So yeah, I kind of understand it, but at the same time I don't. But it's really annoyed me because I have noticed that I lost 2 subscribers over the weekend, and I think it's just because I wasn't active when I said I was gonna be, which really frustrated me, which really kind of pissed me off. I wasn't annoyed already. So I'm sorry about the kind of interruption, I suppose, in the channel. But we're back, and I'm gonna start when I'm not got anything to do. I'm just gonna get a video done for the weekend, just so I don't have to worry about the weekend, because that's when I'm definitely there's a chance that I'm not gonna be around. So I'm just wanting to get that, I'm gonna start doing that and getting out of the way. So luckily now everyone's at the house, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to start studying soon because I have a chemistry test tomorrow, and I kind of got out of going out to a dinner with everyone, because rightly so, I do have a chemistry test tomorrow, so I'm gonna study for that, but I wanted to get this done first, so then while I was doing it I could be uploading and do 2 things at once. So yeah, right, we're gonna get the rest of this done, and hopefully this goes pretty quickly. Get the rest of this done just so it's all even. Go over here. I like doing lining like this, just so there's a bit more support, because as I said, it'll be very, if it was just being real right now, if there was water around here, it would start getting slippy and be unsafe to walk on it. And I suppose they wouldn't be that developed back then, but honestly, you're gonna, I don't think they're that stupid, have some sense to put a line around there. So that's looking pretty cool. What's gonna happen is the drawbridge is gonna come down here, so I made sure I made it very flat. So we're gonna do some sort of sewers. We might actually do an underground sewers if we have enough time, which I highly doubt we will, because even though we got plenty of time, at the same time, it's not gonna be long before the server might have to update, which I'm not looking forward to one bit. So it's just gonna be basic little, we might dig it in a bit. Let's just dig it in, and the water will kind of rush down. So let's boom. There's a lot. So the only bad thing about a lot of people being on today is that everyone's talking, and I'm that was the only good thing about before, was no one was talking when people weren't on, and I could concentrate and not have to think about the chat and what's going on there. So we're gonna do some iron. We'll keep that there. Just some iron bars there. Do that there because we don't really. I'll put some. Boom. Okay, we've done a little sewer. It's just a basic little sewer, just so that it gives it some character. We could even do it on the other side. We're gonna do it on the other side, in fact. Just a small sewer leading in here. We can kind of do it reaching. This one could be a bit thinner, just so there's a bit of differentiation. I can't even say it. My God. Just so it's different. What I'm basically trying to say. Now, we're gonna do that and that, just so it's a bit more even. That and that. that, and that. And maybe over time we're going to leave it unblocked now. I mean, so it's not reaching all the way down the now, but over time we might come back. If we have plenty of time, I'll definitely do it. I'll definitely do a sewers and a secret way leading in the castle. So it's pretty cool, honestly. I think that'd be a good idea. Some cracks. Right, okay. Right, okay, that's just a small basic sewer, as I said, but we're going to put a light in there and that coming down so no one can just slip in. So yeah, right, we're going to put some lanterns under it so the water's lit up so we can see as well. Where are the lanterns again? There. I don't really like putting lanterns underwater, but it's got to be done. That can go there, that can go there, can go there, and that can go there, and we'll just do this. We'll continue this right down. It doesn't have to be, it can just be pretty random. I kind of wanted to start the mountain today, but yeah, I kind of thought against it because we kind of want to leave it a bit. So now what we're going to do now, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to clear our inventory. We're going to get materials that we definitely need, which will be logs. Where are the logs? We'll get some of that. Get some iron bars. What else would we need? So what I'm basically going to be doing is, it's hard to explain honestly, actually. What's the word? Word. I'm gonna make this kind of area where, you know, the crane's gonna be lifted up from somewhere, and I kind of wanted to do that. You know, do that. Oh, what the hell? That's cool. We're gonna butcher because they're quite scary. I bet so. It's actually getting made. Like all the things are being crafted. It's kind of like a junkyard, sort of say. So I'm kind of doing a small fence so no one can just stroll in on it. You know, so it's actually safe, and people aren't going to be stealing materials of their own. So it doesn't really matter where the gate is. We're gonna move this in a bit here, and that can just be the gate to the junkyard. And we'll continue this up a bit more. Why is everyone trying to TP to me? Stop talking to me. Like people do know I'm recording, but at the same time people don't. Stop talking to me, dude. Snap. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Continue that up, and we'll use fences because we don't want to make it too developed. It's just kind of like a guy. Like we're gonna have a sawmill, there. So there's a, you know, a bit to cut all the wood to get put onto the boats. So yeah, so it's just pretty cool. We needed the gate to be quite big so the logs could get transported in on wagons and stuff like that, and that's why I didn't make it too small, because, you know, there'd be no way to get them in without getting lifted over and with a crane. And we'll finish this up, and I actually haven't been keeping count this episode, so I'm not gonna be able to ramble on too long doing this. But that will, you know, we could put something in. In fact, I like that stone. I love the chiseled stone. I really like it. In fact, it's because it's quite different in this texture pack. It's not like really weird like some of them. Like in the normal one, it looks quite stupid, I have to say. So we're gonna get some of these. Oh god, there's a bit of server lag. There we go. Example, and we'll do a basic gate. Things like this, it is gonna be basic because I don't want to spend too much time like on camera doing that. As a spruce, yeah, on camera doing little things like adding in a bit of detail, because, you know, we just simply do not have enough time to be mucking around with stuff like that, which is quite bad to say, but I'm sure you can understand, because it's not like I'm speeding this up. Over time in like other Let's Builds, I will speed it up and stuff like that, you know, so because like this is a big project and I'm not speeding it up. It's just simply because I don't have like that good editing software to do that with. So yeah, that's kind of the only excuse to have with that. So we're gonna kind of fashion a sawmill now. I don't really want to use the same wood, but, you know, the wood's kind of the theme gone with this. So we might get half of this done, and then, you know, stop and finish it off next episode, because it's unfortunate because this is, I wanted to be doing it on this episode. Was all be just focusing on this. But I wanted to kind of get the gorge so we could get rid of that ugly red wool and get, you know, working on this. 3, 4, 5. Was that 5 before? Yeah, it was 5 before. So basically, if you don't know what a sawmill is, I'm basically going for a very undeveloped sawmill. As weird as that may sound. I watched in geography. I was watching Welcome to Lagos. Lagos is in Nigeria. Geography, Nigeria is kind of something linked with it, with population and stuff like that. And shanty towns, that's kind of what I was linked with. So I'm kind of going for a very underdeveloped one, sort of say. So it's not going to be like very high tech, because obviously it can't really be that developed. It's kind of like it's basically going to have, it's going to be wood sitting long across here, and so I'm going to use iron fences to act as the saw. That's basically the idea of it, because that's all that sawmill really is. It just cut wood and that's the end of it. So it's not going to be that. I'm going to put my own tweak to it and, you know, make it a bit killer, because I don't know how exactly it goes. I have a rough idea of, you know, the way it works. What's cobblestone slash set 4, and that's the cobblestone, and we'll put it in manually here. So there's a stone floor, and it's, you know, easy to sweep up the sawdust. And see woodwork. I know what you need to do with wood, because I do. Oh my god, that sounds really bad. I take woodwork at school, and I know how to work wood. Oh my god, I'm setting myself up, aren't I? If you don't know what I'm even on about, you're too young, so I'm not going to explain it. So whatever wood we use? We can use some oak. It's some different. Because I sound so unprofessional. But honestly, like, I've got an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not like got all the ideas set out for it. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm working on stuff, and I don't want to talk and chat. I'm sorry. If you're seeing this, I'm not just being an arsehole. I just kind of want to get working on this. So we're gonna put some lanterns in here. Throw this in there. Jeez, the server is very, very busy today. Because the server has been very quiet recently, unfortunately. But me and Keenan haven't been very active. But at the same time, I just like to say that it annoys me though, like the fact that, you know, we kind of have to be on for people to join. So guys, honestly, if you want to play on the server, just because we're not on, you shouldn't, you know, don't be like that. Just play on the server, because I'm gonna be on a lot. Recording and stuff like that. I will be on, you know, doing stuff in between, so I will talk and stuff like that. But just like, it annoys me that the fact that we kind of need to be on for you guys to play, and I'm just like, come on, man, enjoy the game. So yeah, right, we're gonna that's the lanterns done there. I'll start this main saw after, but we're gonna focus on is the roofing now. Okay, it's gonna hang down there. When we get the sawmill done, we're finished, and then in between, I'll add in the detail. I'll add in detail in between episode, because I have been going on this for a while. I might have only been like 20 minutes so far, but not even that. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not been keeping track of time. Okay. All right. Where's oak wood? Oak. Where is it? Okay, there. No, that's not it. One more of it. Oh, and we're gonna look for oak stairs. And there. Right. And I'm doing the same thing I'm kind of done with the docks. It's not gonna be like, it's gonna be kind of open for anyone to just kind of stroll in, but it's kind of like a little yard for people to cut wood at. Basically, I'm not too happy about it being close, but at the same time, like, they're gonna, like, back in the day, this is me thinking logically again. Back in the day, they were not gonna, you know, oh, I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? I'm doing this wrong. I need to do it differently. Back in the day, they were gonna try and think of easiest ways possible to do this type of stuff. So I was thinking, basically, for them to get resources into the castle, into the main, you know, bulk of, you know, basically where the, you know, the riches come from inside the mountain. I kind of wanted it to be easily done for them back in the day to actually get the resources into the castle and, you know, just easy access basically, because that's what everyone loves, it being easy. They can't be bothered, you know, trekking right around. You wouldn't want to carry it. That's why they got the boats. That's what I thought was a good way to get it to the castle, is to have boats. It's easy access. That's all. One word is, and it's easy access. I think there's actually an argument going on, but I don't want to turn off my multiplayer chat because that means I'm not able to type in chat if I ever need world edit. So I may as well just keep it on. We'll just finish off this roof. That's actually kind of worked out perfectly, hasn't it? Whether it was odd or even, it was going to work out pretty well. So we're gonna do the same thing we just done. Right, we'll come around the other side now. Do that, because it's good not just to have a plain roof. I like having these kind of like stripes in it, I suppose you could say. Like these are more the support struts in the roof instead of all being one color. It actually looks logical, because that looks like these look like supports more than the actual fashion of the roof, and then the rain roof, just, you know, to keep the wind and rain out. That's how it works. How the city's going to be done, I may as well just explain this. How the city's going to be done, it's going to be very compact. The city's going to be over there, like all the houses and stuff like that will be on the other side, because, you know, we don't want people just strolling into StoneGate and stealing the resources, even though it'd be very hard to do, because I wouldn't even attempt it. Back, like, if there was a like strict, like, huge wall like that, it's kind of intimidating. So I don't think anyone would do it, but for armies and stuff like that, like, it would be logical to have like the city right outside Erebor, Jesus. This is, if you don't know, that's how I'm basing it off of, but I'm putting my own tweaks to it. Basically, at StoneGate, it would be logical to have all the houses and stuff like that right outside it. So if there was a huge battle going on, then people could easily, you know, like get into the castle for safety. But like that also, not everyone's in this town is going to be like you know, a part of, you know, wanting to be nice and helpful. They want to steal the gold because they're greedy people out there. Which is, by the way, when the battle begins, I kind of want you know, there'd be some traitors, I suppose you could say, because that's going to be pretty cool. Like, I suppose me and Keenan can't really pretend to, you know, be on each other's sides. I suppose even if we had the third army in, people could, you know, be in that one, and then we could pretend to be alliances. This isn't gonna happen, but this is how I'd work it. Pretend to be alliance and then just backstab them. I suppose in that sort of sense you could do that, but you know, I still wouldn't really trust anyone. But really, I'd like to have some traitors in there, you know, so people like you don't know who's really, you know, like the nice guy and the bad guy, but you have your people you trust and people you don't trust, but you just keep them for the force. That's kind of how I want it to work, but you know, it's very complicated. I'm not going to explain it in here. Just quickly I want to get the rest of this sawmill done, because I'm aware that I may be running over time from what I said about 25 minutes before. Since I last checked the time, it's been about about 6-7 minutes, and we've only not really done that much since I last checked the time. So we're going to rush this a little bit. And we'll finish off the saw, and then that'll do us, because we did do 2 things this episode, even though that wasn't a big thing, but it was, like, it did take up like 10 minutes of our time that we could have done with. So we're okay. We might want to go up the top for this bit. Boom, 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 and there. The sawmill's turning out very nice. It's basic. It's very basic. I keep on saying that, but it is very basic, because this stuff is not going to be as grand and fancy. Like, over in the town it'll be pretty cool, because, you know, they'll have, you know, like, it is near a mountain range where, you know, we'll get a lot of bad weather. I'm speaking logical here, like, I'm talking like this is real life, but I'm trying to treat it as real life so it's not a bit random. But it will, like, you know, the houses kind of have to be good in order to withstand the weather. And inside it's going to be very grand. I'm going to put lots of time into that. There'll be about 10 episodes on like one room, probably just me sitting doing huge pillars and stuff like that. I don't know how long. I'm going to do 1 episode for the main gate, and I'm pretty sure that will be about the same length as the first episode, maybe even longer. So I might cut that into 2 parts, because that will take up quite long. So we're gonna do that and that And actually, what we're going to do for the roof is we're going to do that right along to make it look a bit cooler. What looks better? What looks better? That looks better, one on the left. Okay, we're going to do that right along. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get rid of all that. And yeah, that's all I really got to say. Let's just kind of think of what I had to say, but I did have a lot I wanted to talk about. Just, you know, for the sake of having stuff to talk about and it being a bit more interesting. We're going to do some support pillars across here so it looks a bit cool. There's always cool to put little bits of detail in there like that. Because this is more of a shack more than like a grand building. So basically, what we're gonna want this bits here to be the main like bit where they cut it up to about there. About there, well, cool. I'm putting this. I really like the texture of the stone. That's really how it's gonna be. I'm trying to think of a cool way to put this. We're gonna get some stairs. We want it to be stone so they can't just cut through it by accident. There. And what I'm actually gonna do is that. No, I'm not actually gonna do that. That's quite a stupid idea. What are we gonna do? We might want. I don't want to put it like flat. I want to kind of do that so it's a bit below it. So then you know, like when you're cutting, when I cut wood and woodwork and practical woodwork, that's what we call it, skill. Like when you're drilling down, like a really helpful way to know if like the wood's been like you've drilled right through is when the little release at the bottom. And I don't want to drill. You don't want to saw into there. So, well, I want there kind of be like a gap at the bottom, so then you feel like the release under it. It's hard to explain, but since for efficiency on this, we're gonna have two pieces of wood that are gonna be getting cut. Right. Okay. To that there. I've never really built a sawmill type thing. So it's kind of new to me. I'm kind of going with the flow here, and kind of like, well, it's hard to explain. So what I'm basically doing here is this is where the actual saw is going to be. This is where what's going to be getting actually cut. That's the area that's going to be getting cut. Now I want to get rid of that. Did I even pick it up? Oh my god! Right, yeah, there we go. So that's where this is where it's going to go. I'm not sure where we're going to put the thing for it to, you know, get pushed down, but that's really where the saw's going to go. Where's the we want iron bars. Do we want iron bars though? Do iron bars even look good on that? I'm thinking the saw might look a bit too, unless actually, I know how we're going to do this saw. The saw's going to come across the way. Oh, is that? Oh, does it even look that good? Oh, whoops. Like that. Okay. And then that chops it down so it splits the wood. Does that look good? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Because we don't want to make it, you know, too safety thing. Because, you know, it's honestly not that, you know. You can't really be that safe. So right, we're gonna kind of leave it like that. I quite like the idea of that being the way, you know, it goes really. So we're gonna put ladders here, so you know, because you're gonna need to be able to fix the drill, so you're able to climb up here and, you know, boom there and catch up to that. You will. So is that how we kind of want to do it? At the same time, we don't want people to just stroll in. I might have a look at pictures of sawmills. I'm pretty sure that's how a sawmill goes. Like, I've seen ones, as I said, I don't want to make it develop that much. So that's a bit like, that's how I've seen them in, you know, TV programs and stuff like that, when they cut in half. Okay, so what we're going to do next episode, I might even do another sawmill off camera. I might even just copy and paste that one and add different sand to it, maybe a different texture of roof. And then between next episode, I'll do that and finish off the scrapyard. That's what I'm going to do between this episode and next episode. So if you've enjoyed, please support it with a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day and peace.